where this evidence should not be. My ass. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, ever since I made that one channel trailer using this song, I can't stop thinking about that exact line, and I also just messed it up. It's supposed to be, there's one place your fingerprint should not be, not one place the evidence should not be. Either way, both of those should not be there. Either way, both of those should not be there. Hi, hello, I'm back from Anime Expo. I had a previous stream, and then I accidentally ended stream. Just summarizing everything I did. Basically about a bunch of stuff, but I'm here now, finishing up Hero of Law after a week. So y'all, yeah. I'm sure everyone has, like, played this on their own. Like, I don't think the devs are gonna be in chat this time. It's alright, it's okay. We're just gonna wrap it up, and probably that's gonna be all stream is today. I don't know what else we're gonna do this week. Probably finish up Deltarune Weird Root. Spoiler alert, I did not continue playing that off stream. But hey, might as well just do it on stream at this point. Yeah, hi, Hero of Law. It is the mod that everyone thought was just like memes, but no, it is actually a mod that makes Ocarina of Time into Ace Attorney, and we played the first half last week, and I didn't finish it because I have Anime Expo, and I am back now. Now, here's the thing, yeah, we're gonna finish it up. I am a bit tired because, you know, I was at a freaking anime dungeon for the past few days. So if all y'all are okay with it, I'm gonna cool it on the voice acting a little bit. I'm still gonna read everything out loud, but you know, I don't think I'm like in a right state to do Ganondorf's like grading voice the whole time, if that's all right. Wow, a second stream in one day. Let's go ahead and get it started, y'all. Ba 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 na na. Ba 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 na na na. Continue. I'm playing this on an N64 emulator, by the way. This is legitimately a mod. Objective: escape the anime dungeon. It is impossible. March 17th, 11:17 a.m. Hyrule Grand Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. It's not going all that well, is it? No, I think that went about as well as it could have, actually, given the circumstances. Isn't that like an actual line from Ace Attorney? I think it is. We exposed the worst of the prince's testimony as untrue. Objective: get Malon's phone number? Ayo. Also, why is the, like, overlay not on top of my VTuber? Hold on, let me just fix that real quick. That should do it. So yeah, Malon's been framed for murder. She was found with a knife in her hand. It may or may not have been bloody. The testimony seems to be very conflicted about this. Zelda was the witness and saw there was a bottle on the shelf, and also Malon's dad is dead, which is really sad. I'm guessing that Ingo did it. Not Ingo. Ingo. I'm guessing that Ingo did it because, of course. And yeah, that's where we're at. And also Ganondorf is the prosecutor. You're supposed to be a professional, Link. Yeah, you know. I can't believe she just make up stuff like that. Yeah, you know, someone's life is on the line here. Yeah, that was surprising. Still, the issue is that we didn't manage to shake the core of the argument. If only there was anyone else in that house. Now, there's no need to look so glum. Oh no, that's just Impa. Why wouldn't you just say that was Impa? Like, it didn't need to be question marks. Now, there's no need to look so glum. Detective, aren't you supposed to be escorting the princess back? The carriage is being prepared. I thought I'd drop by in the meantime. You really managed to make Dragmire furious, you know. I have? I did? But why male models? If you listen carefully, you just might be able to hear him ranting over in the prosecutor's lobby. Ranting and raving. I didn't hear it. Did y'all hear it? Impa looks bald. The hat is very funny, especially in the court record. How it's just like drawn on top. Like, I don't think it's done badly, but like the style looks different from the actual style of the official art. So like it doesn't look. It's like you can clearly tell it was drawn on top. He's really giving his upcoming witness a grilling. Expect him to try to shut you down as fast as he can. Well, that would be worrying if I had anything that he could shut down in the first place, I guess. Yeah, it's interesting that Ganondorf didn't prepare the witness, so, like, he's winging this as much as I am. Oh, but you do. What do you mean? Oh, come on now. I'm talking about the princess's grand discovery, of course. The fire? I wasn't able to do anything with that. You really think it's relevant? It's Ace Attorney, it's never irrelevant. Don't get me wrong, at present I'm convinced the girl did it. We investigated and came to this conclusion for a reason. But I'm willing to explore every possibility. That fire is definitely a bit strange, and I dare say it may be your only way out of this. If I may be so bold, I think you should press the next witness on that topic hard. As the only other person working on the ranch at the time, he is the only one who could have lit that fire. If he is hiding something, I think the court deserves to know. Yep, Ace Attorney rules, the last witness is always the culprit. Like, you know, it's that way for a reason, because of course Phoenix calls them to the stand so that they can be interrogated. But, you know, sometimes it just works out like this. The thing is, the next testimony is about the motive. It's gonna be difficult to bring up the fire again without Dragmar objecting. You'll have to make it work. As much as I don't like it, she's right. She's out of line, but she's right. There really isn't a whole lot else to go on here. Well, thank you. Don't mention it. One last thing. You, ranch girl. Me? Gungaga. Try not to hold that testimony against the princess. Believe me, I'm sure she was acting with the best of intentions in mind. Huh. You know the road to Dark Realms paved with those, right? Perhaps. It was definitely a serious lapse of judgment, one she will live to regret. Part of this comes from the fact that she is rather sheltered and inexperienced. By the way, I saw art at Anime Expo at the Artist Alley of Zack Fair going like, me? Gungaga. Like, it's always fun to see the memes being turned into like unofficial art. And I'm tempted to buy them, but like the good ones always sell out really fast. Like there were a bunch of boots with like Shadow going like, I'm in desperate need of Latinas. I just love Latinas, Sonic. And it's just like, oh, I would buy that keychain if it wasn't sold out. After the sudden death of her older sister last year, she was thrust into the role of an heir very suddenly. Zelda? Wouldn't the firstborn... Was she Zelda before that? Wouldn't the firstborn daughter be named Zelda? Isn't that like the Hyrule Kingdom? Maybe she had to like take the name of Zelda after that. Whoa. After the sudden death of her older sister last year, she was thrust into the role of an heir very suddenly. That's interesting. Maybe that's why Zelda doesn't use the Zelda model from Ocarina. Oh yeah, the firstborn. That's right, the mysterious death of the firstborn Princess Zelda. Hyrule still grieves after the events of that day, and yet no one knows exactly what happened. It was Ganondorf. I like that they had to make up a king model. Oh, that's great. I think it's just the Wind Waker model from the back, I think. In the void of information, conspiracy theories run amok, people blaming the royal guard, the Sheikah, and even the king himself. The princess will soon have a whole kingdom's worth of troubles on her shoulders. For a kingdom with a history as turbulent as ours, it's a lot to handle. The princess's conduct today probably won't help with the distrust some people have of the crown right now, though. She's wise beyond her years. She will learn and she will be better. I simply ask that you don't think of her as an enemy, whatever comes of this trial. She does not need more than she already has. Wow, she's so intense. I never expected to see Impa get so emotional. I guess all this is why she decided to take the blame for the princess's impromptu investigation. Detective Impa! He just slides in. I like how that was totally unnecessary. They don't usually have the bailiffs like actually appear. What is it, soldier? I'm quite busy at the moment, so please be quick. The investigation team back at the ranch just sent word of a new development. It's something about a milk shipment being returned to the ranch because of a wrong recipient address. They're asking you to come over to see it. Oh, those idiots. I don't have time for this. Send someone else. I have to escort the princess to the castle. Roger. No, that's going to be important. I can feel it. Definitely based off the King of Red Lions model. Something like that. That did remind me, though. I took this bottle of milk from a couple of guards who were slacking on the job earlier. Milk. Here, Ratchko, perhaps it'll help calm your nerves somewhat. Not to worry, it's still unopened. Oh? you. That's nice of her. Too bad for those guards, though. Isn't that like stealing? Like, they didn't... She just took the milk. Here, I stole this. You can have it back. Now then, I believe the princess's carriage should be prepared by now. If you'll excuse me... Just pieces out. She needs the milk. Oh, I think I'm so nervous right now. Milk has just lost its flavor. Also, this milk is like a day old, and we don't have refrigeration technology, so it turned to cheese. Huh? Lost its flavor. Is it just water? But Lon Lon milk is always so tasty. Are you sure it's just nerves? Let me try some. Huh? You're right. I assume this would have come from one of yesterday's shipments? Probably. With investigation at the ranch, there wouldn't be any today, so... Wow. Just drinking strange milk. It's not blood. You can taste blood. Maybe it just isn't fresh? No, I don't think so. It doesn't really taste as if it's gone bad. Also, the guard said one of yesterday's shipments was misdressed, didn't he? Huh. And this was all handled by Ingo, wasn't it? I think there's something odd going on. I better make some notes about this in the court record. Beat-a-ba-doo. I like it's just a box. Beat-a-doo. It's blood. Defense, the court is about to reconvene. Escort your client back to the courtroom at once. So it comes down to this. A jewel containing the ultimate weapon. My name is Shadow. Whoa, he's fast! Wait, that's not his speed! He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp! Haha, won! The conclusion is approaching. Time to turn this situation... Time to Gyakuten this Saibon! Nice, I healed. Isn't that how drinking milk got invented? I mean, to be fair, babies drink mother's milk. It's just that usually you don't drink it from a cow. Oh my god, that mouth... I just noticed that Raru has a mouth and it's cursed. Oh, I hate that. Oh my god, that is not right. Court is back in session for the trial of matter of Lon Lon Ranch. I trust that the prosecution's final witness is ready. Naturally, I have personally seen to it that there will be no foolishness this time around. Hopefully his ears are intact. As we discussed before the recess, having established the opportunity and means for the defendant to have committed the murder, only one matter remains, the matter of motive. For naturally, such a heinous crime couldn't be the result of mere happenstance. The prosecution believes that the defendant had a deep desire that pushed her to patricide. Our next witness can shed light on the matter. Fascinating. Very well. Please proceed. The prosecution calls the ranch worker Ingo to the stand. You know, if at any point in Ace Attorney, the witness just refused to come to court, just bail out on their freaking jury dude, not jury, their court summons, then like it would just make it a lot harder for Phoenix. I guess to be fair, that is what Shelly the Killer did, but he still like testified. Ingo villain coded. Yeah, with his Gorman Shroot outfit from Majora's Mask. It's so funny to see Ingo in such fancy clothes. Oh? Yeah, he almost just wears his work dungarees. Dungarees. Isn't dungarees like overalls? It's almost like we're looking at a different person. Oh my god, it's his twin brother. Oh my god, Gorman Brothers. Well, I guess he wanted to dress up for court, and he wouldn't want to get this knight's outfit dirty by working in it. Quiet, defense. Witness, say your name and occupation. Your Honor, great honorable prosecutor. My name is Ingo. I'm at Lon Lon Ranch. Mind? What does that entail exactly? I'm mostly there to work on the structures and equipment. The owner and his daughter are the ones who tend to the animals and take care of orders. How long have you been working at the ranch? It'll be several years at this point. Hey-ya! There have been others who came and went, but I ain't going to persevere through all the hardships. I love his little animation. Also, I'm old! Sounds like he wants a medal for it. Worst company, well, come on in. Well, he does get a bit pompous at times, but Mr. Ingo really is a great help. He built the ranch's silo single-handedly. So there's a secret compartment? There's a secret passage? Whoa, that's some dedication. I like how it's the end of a race music. Very well. Given that you were recently an important employee, you're clearly an important employee, you are privy to some inside information, is that correct? Yes, the ranch owner shared all the big plans with me. He trusted me implicitly. You can't dispute that because he's dead. He used to say that we're like a big family. He totally loved me, he did not hate me at all. That sounds lovely. That sounds like a red flag that you're going to be getting loads of unpaid overtime. Evidently, not every member of your so-called family felt the same way, though, did they? It hurts to do this, but I have no choice. Hear my story, honorable court of law. Listen to my tale. I'd forgotten about my sexuality. Mom, I'm gold. Welcome back. I'm back. It's not really a trip because I live in LA, but you know, I still took streaming off because I'd rather just not deal with it. The pizza party was a lie. Stay a while and listen. Just a couple days ago, the owner Talon partly signed the ranch over to his daughter Malon. Talon became a life tenant, with Malon meant to inherit all the assets after her death. As long as Talon lived, Malon could not sell the ranch. It's simple, isn't it? The girl killed Talon to get full ownership and leave the dingy ranch life behind. It's appalling how ungrateful she is after all Talon did for her. Ingo definitely killed him and then used that as the motive so that it could be thrown out in court of law so that neither Malon nor Talon would own the ranch and then Ingo would get it. And there you have it, testimony from a man who just lost everything. It's truly tragic to witness yet another family torn apart by greed. We have evidence, we have the defendant caught red-handed at the scene of the crime, and now we have a motive. Objection! How do we know he's telling the truth? I have of course verified the witness's testimony. As for the law, all inheritance documents must be filed at the Castletown Notary Office to be considered valid. I saw fit to prepare this for the trial. The prosecution would like to submit the Lon Lon Ranch inheritance document into evidence. It is going to be outdated within 2 dialogue boxes. Oh man, am I forgetting? I seem to remember an Ace Attorney fan game with Edgeworth presenting an autopsy report, and then within 1 dialogue box, he's like, oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. Updated autopsy report, immediately. Just immediately updating it, sorry. And then he does it 3 times again throughout the course of the game. Mr. Ingo, why would you? You should pass judgment now, Judge. The defense has nothing. Cross-examination. Every time this happens. I would like to cross-examine the witness, please. There are a few more details I feel are relevant. But of course, ask whatever you like. The hard-working Ingo can handle it. Very well, defense. Please begin. You are going down, bro. I don't trust that mustache. I don't trust those eyebrows. Those are attack eyebrows. Look at these eyebrows. Just a couple days ago, the ranch signed this man around me, Gaga. This is interesting. Twilight, did you not see part 1? Honestly, this is a good place to pick up on. You were gonna enjoy this. How long ago was this exactly? 3-4 days. I'm not sure of the exact date. Had it been planned for a long time? Alan was getting on in years. Better take care of the matter sooner than later, eh? Malon? He is telling the truth. Father scheduled a visit to the notary office about a week ago. What do you mean by partly, witness? Life tenant. So Malon hadn't become the ranch owner yet? Well, of course not. Haven't you heard of all the stories making rounds recently? So many ungrateful brats throwing their old folks into retirement homes the moment ownership signed to them? Talon was no fool. I myself convinced him that it was the safer option. Uh-huh. save her until he died. If the girl was up to some chicanery, he could always revert his decision. That's horrible. I'd never do that. As much as I'd like to believe that, you did much worse by killing him. All right, order in the court. I will not have this speculation. Children these days, you feed them, you raise them, you boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, and they pull a stunt like this as soon as you give them an inch over yourself. I must concur. The younger generation is horrible. That is an opinion that was unwarranted? Why did he look at me while saying that? Anyway, what that meant was... that was the wrong voice entirely. Anyway, what that meant was... as long as Talon lived, Malon couldn't inherit the ranch. Boomerdorf. He's old. I mean, he was already an adult when Link was a kid. But why would Malon want to sell the ranch right now? Why wouldn't she want to? Why would a pretty little girl like her want to work on some dingy ranch? She'd have it much better if she sold the old place and used the money to move to Castletown. That's not true. I love working with the animals. I wouldn't leave them for anything. Why? She's often slacking on the job while I, the hard-working Ingo, had to cover for her. I like how it's like taking elements of the dialogue from Ocarina of Time. I guess the Deku Nut don't fall far from the tree, as they say. That Talon loved to sleep on the job, too. Ho ho, I do recall quite a funny story about the London ranch owner blocking the side entrance to Hyrule Castle for an entire day once. Okay, that wasn't an entrance, that was like a little, like, fountain. That wasn't an actual entrance. The guards couldn't wake him up. It took a particularly vocal Cuckoo, apparently. Ah, jeez. Hyrule is in a recession. Is Malon single, though? She's actually double. Yeah. Well, there you go. I'm the real reason why the ranch has such renown. Me, the hardworking Ingo. Link, that's not true at all. I know, but how do I stop this? You know, we still haven't gotten a part where, like, testimony gets added. They have to start doing that at this point. Do you really think Malon would go that far? Huh, I don't want to think it, but clearly the events speak for themselves, don't they? Why wouldn't she just wait a few more years then? Talon was getting older, perhaps she knew more and more work to be piling on her. But really, how am I supposed to know? Ask her. That's alright. Well, if Malon didn't want to work, wouldn't she have done this earlier? As Talon's only child, she'd still inherit the ranch. That's where you're wrong. Not sure you can handle a double. Well, you know what, Shark? You gotta believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, and your dreams will come true. For a long while, Talon planned to split the ranch between the girl and the crown. He was a patriotic man. He knew how much those horses meant for the Royal Guard, and how much they bet on them. My favorite's that Maruzensky one. I bet everything on that one. I wish he hadn't changed his mind now. Baka's pretty good too. Oh, but you know what horse is really my favorite? My favorite horse is Silent Week. Is that one of the horses? Is that one of the horses? Oh, Special Week. Special Week and Silent Suzuka. Gosh dang it. I was trying to remember from the merch that my friend told me to buy at Anime Expo. But everything on the blue dog. The blue dog needs a Uma Musume girl. It could be Inu Musume. Is this true? Yes, father's previous inheritance document did work that way. How admirable. I guess familial bonds went over this trying to help the kingdom. Truly a shame. Yes, naturally the girl wanted the whole thing, so she bided her time. Yeah, okay, but you were the one to convince him to change it. I think this sufficiently explains the timing. Let's continue, shall we? Objection. Wait just a moment. There's one more problem with the timing that I'd like the witness to explain. Why would Malon have planned the murder for the day of the royal visitation specifically? More people around means more witnesses. You'd think that she would have chosen any other day. Oh, did I forget to mention this? I overheard Talon arguing with her that very morning. She was telling her he changed his mind again. He was planning to tell the king that he'd be signing the ranch over to the crown. After the visitation was over, he'd head up to Castletown to change the inheritance back to the original split. What? You clearly made that up just now.
Despite the victim's wishy-washiness, it would appear he did make the right choice in the end. And because of that choice, if the defendant wanted to get the ranch, he had no time to waste that day.
Is this true too? Absolutely not. Father wasn't planning to do that, and there was no argument either. What to do about this argument then? Add it to the testimony. There was an argument about the inheritance. That sounds like a difference to me. Important fact to me. The defense requested to be added to the testimony. Inu Musume.
Very well. Witness, please do so.
Is that the new horse gotcha game? Oh yeah, people playing it all over. Anybody else in chat playing it? Fun fact, Musume just means daughter in Japanese, and Uma is just horse. The game is literally just called Horse Daughters. And like that one anime, Monster Musume, is literally just Monster Daughter. Like literally Musume is just daughter. I like generically you can just use it to mean like young girl. Like in the sense that like there's somebody's daughter. But like it literally just means daughter. I'd be happy to, Your Honor. I overheard them arguing about the inheritance. About what time did this happen? Makes it sus. Look, every woman is somebody's daughter. Like, that doesn't... daughter doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be like a child. About what time did this happen? First thing in the morning. I was heading out to the silo to start the day's work. I had just walked out the front door of the ranch house when I heard some yelling running behind me. Do you remember any specifics about what was said? Ah, yes. It surprised me enough that I stopped to listen for a minute. It was all like, I'm really sorry, Malon, but it is the most important thing to make sure that the king will always have a steady supply of quality horses. Oh, I love this animation. I don't care. What about me, Father? How can you do this to me? Malon, this isn't just about you. It's for the good of the entire kingdom. But what am I supposed to do? I can't move up in life if I'm stuck on this dump of a ranch forever. I thought you loved the ranch. All the animals are here, and Ingo's always around to help out with the chores, too. He's pretty great and handsome and sexy, isn't he? Yeah, Ingo is awesome and sexy and hot, but I still hate you for this. This isn't over. All right. Oh man, where are the devs in chat? Where are the devs in chat? I want to know who. I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know who did that animation. What's up, Jams? How you doing? How's it going? Twitch Josh, welcome on in. Wolfen, hello. Jams, how you doing? How was Retro? What were you playing? Welcome to totally The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I will accept no substitutions. This is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. You can't fool me otherwise. Yeah, we're playing the Hero of Law, the mod that came out last week, and it is real. It is not just a meme that showed up in your Twitter timeline. I'm telling you. Da 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 da. Get rated, baby. Super Mario Sunshine. I wonder why a lot of people are playing that right now. Like, there's at least 3 people on my follow list, like, who all started playing Sunshine. I guess because it's summer. But, like, it's really fun to me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time. Jamster said she had an alien experience last night and they're real. Oh, yeah, for sure. Sometimes when I'm driving on the freeway and like I see this blinding flash of light and like for a second I'm like I forget what I'm doing. Like obviously I'm driving, but like for a second I just like need to like reload my brain and I'm like, did I just get abducted by aliens? And then like I went on a whole adventure and then I got placed back where I was with like no memory of what happened. Like, I swear, that must have been what happened. I don't know. It's like that one thing that Colonel says in Metal Gear Solid 2. But yeah. Yeah, for sure. I believe it, Jams. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The worm with the tuning fork. I need scissors. 61! It is amazing when the purple stuffed worm with the tuning fork does a raw flip on Harakiri Rock. You know, like it's really amazing. Really amazing. Yeah, I hope you all have fun. We're playing the game. I love Ace Attorney if y'all know me. Like, just look at all the stuff I bought during Anime Expo. This isn't even everything. But look at what I specifically bought on day 4. A lot of Ace Attorney stuff. Wow, like, could you tell that I'm a fan? Can you tell that I'm a fan? I even had this Game Boy cartridge. The great Ace Attorney. Huh. Part of me wants to, like, just go through the effort of programming a Game Boy game, because like the tool to make Game Boy games comes with the analog pocket, and it's just like a fake title screen for the great Ace Attorney. That's all it is. And then I want to put a cartridge in this little plastic shell and actually make it so that when I put it in a Game Boy, it'll play a title screen of the great Ace Attorney. Like, to that extent, I will do that. But do I have time? No, I don't. No, I don't. Anyway, here's Link. He's defending Malon. Wow. The government covers up alien encounters. Oh yeah, and Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones are at the forefront. Yeah, I know. I saw that movie.
What a stirring reenactment. I will keep my thoughts on the witness's acting skills to myself.
There's no way this actually happened, though. Malon would never want to sell the ranch.
Ha! Well, of course you say that now, you buffoon. Remember, she's under suspicion for murder. We can't trust the things she says.
That is not how suspicion works. Innocent till proven guilty, my man. Well, I trust her, but the judge probably doesn't right now, and that's unfortunately what matters. If only there was a jury or something of unbiased witnesses, a jury of unbiased citizens of Hyrule. Do I have anything in the court record that could refute this story?
If you ask me, this whole inheritance issue could have been avoided if the crowd wasn't so soft. In Gerudo Desert, there would be no question that the fortress may seize whatever it desires.
Yeah, this is called a dictatorship. That's just messed up, yo!
No matter. Continue your testimony, farmhand. Share us with the true nature of the defendant.
Since when is innocent till proven guilty work an Ace Attorney? They're using the Kah! Animation.
It's appalling how ungrateful she is after all Talon did for her.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, he wasn't even there this morning. He was at the market. What do you mean? Well, that's the evidence. I'm gonna press this first, though. Object? You can't object! What do you mean, objection? You're a witness. You can't do that.
Now you hold it. That man gave everything for her. She's got so many expensive presents over the years.
The immediate objection.
Just look at that golden necklace she's wearing. That man's sworn to rotten.
It's the Bowser necklace, so what?
In fact, I saw another present he was meaning to give her on the very day she was killed.
Another gift?
Ah, yes, a little bottle of perfume, I believe. It's horrible. Talon was such a kind man. What happened to him is despicable.
What was that last statement important? Add it to the testimony. Oh, what? There's more? Your Honor, the defense wishes to add a statement about the perfume to the testimony.
What are you doing? Trying to implicate the defendant even harder?
Yes. No. I think it's an important detail.
The perfume is irrelevant. But I suppose the prosecution has no objections to strengthening our case. Very well, witness. Please add what you just said to your testimony.
Von Karma. Guilty till proven guilty by falsified evidence. Wow, 2 added statements. Oh, he thinks that the perfume is the gift for Malon, not for the crown. What is your relationship with this guy anyway?
Well, he's been employed and living with us on the ranch for as long as I can remember, really. You know, I don't think he's ever skipped a day at work thinking about it.
Not a single one. Talk about dedication. But even so, something is very much off here. But yeah, welcome on in everybody from the raid. My name is Chris. I like to play RPGs and visual novels. Hi, I'm playing one right now. Where did you see this?
I think it was just lying around on the ranch house.
Talon probably intended to give it to Malon on the day he was killed. Do you mean this witness?
Why, yes, that's exactly it. Looks very expensive. If only Talon had spent as much on his salary for me, the hard-working Ingo. I get up and leave to do the work and the break it on every day, you know.
Huh. Instead of. I do like that there's a skip button. Makes it a lot easier because I read fast. Okay, arguing this morning? I think not. Objection! No? No? What do you think of this statement, Your Honor? It's probably like another one that also says he was out this morning. What do you think of this statement, Your Honor?
What do I think of it? What do you ask?
Well, I have this evidence here. It literally just ripped from Ace Attorney 1. Evidence has nothing to do with it. Don't worry, I knew that. Attorneys always seem to ask what I think when they have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, true. Why would I ever ask for the judge's opinion in an Ace Attorney game? It usually never has anything to do. It usually is not relevant. Okie dokie. Let me see. Trying to think. Which one of these proves that Talon was not actually there in the morning? Oh, she bought the milk. I thought she stole it for some reason when Impa gave the milk back to Malon. Malon went here at the ranch. Uh-oh. Well, it has to be one of the statements that was added. Talon often bought Malon gifts. I saw the latest one. I mean, I could present the perfume to this. It's probably just like, oh, it's a gift for the princess. Oh, that was it. Cool. I love that the music stops, because that is such an Ace Attorney. Like, yes, you got it right. Thank you. Thank you. But, like, come on. I was getting there. Witness. Impa stole it from some guards who were slacking off. Yeah, that is what she said, isn't it? How come it says that Impa bought it? Oh my god, this is an inconsistency. This is a contradiction. Clearly, I must contradict the evidence itself. Yeah, no. I need to update my own autopsy reports. Oh, Impa brought it. Sorry, I thought it... Alright, well, you know, she did steal it. So I go on watching one of the funniest movies, Weird Al Story. You mean Yankovic? Yeah, that was a funny movie. I watched it on the flight to Japan in 2023. I really liked it. I really liked it. What is it? Well, come on in. Just to confirm, you say that this bottle of perfume was bought for Malon by her father, correct? Ah, what else would it be for? I assure you Talon wasn't the type to indulge in perfumes, far from it. He was so stanky. He smelled like eau de toilette. Except it was from the actual toilet. Well, you're wrong, witness. Oh, is that so? Was the ranch owner truly a perfume connoisseur? No, Your Honor. This bottle of perfume was bought for the princess. No one's gonna care?
So what, defense? Sure, it's technically a contradiction, but what does the purpose of this bottle change?
The time!
Yes, defense, I admit I'm confused as well. Please explain why this point is important.
Earlier in the trial, I'm just gonna be like one of those streamers who like says one word weird, and then people just like get used to me like saying that, and it becomes a thing. Earlier. I really do just say earlier sometimes. Earlier in the trial, Malon mentioned that Talon brought this perfume in preparation last minute. Isn't that right, Malon? It sure is. We had a gift for the king prepared when the news arrived that it would actually be the princess making the visitation. Father quickly rode out into town to get a new gift. This info puts one thing into question. Somebody's movements, the princess's testimony, Talon's taste in gifts. I so want to say that. Oh, wait! I'm using an emulator. I can save state. Okay, if I load the state. Yeah! Why don't I save? I always save. Giving someone perfume is a very rude gesture. It practically says you smell terrible straight to their face. It does? No, it doesn't. Heck, oh man, I need to find out what perfume my girlfriend likes. Oh man, I never even considered that. Mostly because I haven't met her in person yet, but still. Just what were Talon's true intentions? Did he perhaps intend to offend the crown into ending their partnership? This bottle of perfume calls the good character of the victim into question. That has nothing to do. He's dead. He's dead.
Is that true? Why, I get bottles of cologne every year on my birthday. Does everyone truly?
We're not cave chickens, SpongeBob. We have the technology.
Ah, what nonsense. We are in a court of law. Your personal opinions about makes a good gift are irrelevant. I regularly receive the finest Gerudo perfumes myself. The notion that someone of my caliber would smell unpleasant is preposterous.
I don't know, Ganondorf. Something stinks about you.
Your Honor, I request the defense to be penalized for this blatant disregard of this court's time.
For once, I agree with the arrogant prosecutor. Please don't say so much judgmental things, Link. Hey, whose side are you on here?
The court seems to be in agreement. Defense, more be mindful of the things you say.
Ow, ow. Sorry. Eto, bleh. I'm allowed to say now. Anker, I'm gonna continue Deltarune soon. I'm gonna try to continue Wednesday. I'm gonna try. We'll see. We'll see. I just didn't stream for the rest of last week because I was at Anime Expo. It is somebody's movements. The princess's testimony was already in. Actually, wait. What is this actually? Actually, this doesn't actually tell me anything. It actually was the princess's test. No, it calls into question Ingo's testimony. That's what I want to say. Someone's movements around the ranch are put into serious doubt.
Someone's? Well, don't keep us waiting then, defense. Who is this person?
Naturally, the person whose movements become suspect is... I'm gonna say Ingo's because, like, how did he not know it was a gift for the princess? Because he should have known that, I guess. Either that or Talon because he wasn't there. The witness himself. If you recall, this bottle of perfume, which had just been purchased, was found at the crime scene. A crime scene the witness supposedly never went to. Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. I forgot he mentioned that he claimed to have never been there. A witness he claimed to have never been to. He shouldn't have known about that bottle. I think I know what they were going for. Like, he knew about it. In my mind, it's like, he should know about it. Like, that I'm assuming that he was told, like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a gift. But, like, it didn't occur to me that he shouldn't know where it was.
Order! Order! The defense raises a very valid point. You simpleton, what is the meaning of this?
Well, witness, did you go to the scene at the crime at any point?
No, of course I didn't. I was working in the silo all day. I remember. I saw the gift the day before the crime. The girl's lying. Talon must have gotten the gift the day before. You're the one who's lying. Father didn't leave the ranch all day that day.
One word against the other. Defense, do you have any way to prove that your version of events is true?
Can ask at the store. Like, I don't think I'll be penalized for saying that, honestly. Like, they might remember. But I think the ranch inventory might have like had something to do with it. It does say March 15th, and today's the 17th. Why don't we send a soldier to ask the store owner when the bottle was bought? Wonder what the perfume smells like.
You know how many people visit that store?
I mean, you can still try.
It's inconceivable that the owner would remember every random purchase.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Any other ideas, Defense?
Okay, good. That's not a penalty. It really should not be. Safe state. I'm gonna smell the perfume. That's probably a penalty. Why? We should just smell the perfume.
What?
All shall be revealed if we just smell it. Your Honor, if you would. This is classic Phoenix Wright bullshittery. Just like, trust me, it'll work.
Well, if you say so, Defense. Here goes. Oh, it's quite lovely.
Huh? Seems like Talon put the nose to pick this one out.
Great, you got the courtroom to smell like a kiwi's behind.
Kiwi!
Now what?
Huh?
How does this prove anything, Defense? Surely there was a purpose to this whole exercise.
That is, well, the smell is very strong, so the perfume can't be that old.
Perfumes have a longer shelf life than just a couple of days, you idiot.
You're right. Yeah, I'm not really sure that was supposed to accomplish.
Well, the courtroom shows nicer, but that won't get you out of this penalty.
Wah.
Oh, this is just too good. Any other bright ideas?
Yeah, I'm a load of state. Find the receipt. When you buy something, you usually get a receipt, and the receipt always shows the date of purchase. It might still be at the ranch house. I say we send someone to look out for it. Father never throws receipts away. We have a drawer full of them. The perfume one should be right on top.
Huh. I believe this idea has some merit. Soldiers, rush out to the ranch house immediately and search for that receipt.
Like, you're telling me that, like, the store idea wasn't a good idea? Like, of course the store should keep a log of what was purchased each day. It's inventory, you know? Making the court smell nicer should count towards the defense. I think making the court smell nicer should have undid a penalty, honestly.
Your Honor! Yes, what is it, soldier? We have just received the receipt from the team stationed at the crime scene. Very well, thank you. I shall now read it out.
There's a lot of writing on this.
M from Tingle's Mysterious Smells.
Oh. Oh, that's not...
Ah, yes, I think I've seen that store. It's an eccentric-looking place in the back alley. You couldn't miss the blind neon colors if you tried. That's an utter eyesore.
I didn't even know Tingle was in Ocarina of Time Hyrule.
The gall to nobody running a monopoly on Hylian perfume is preposterous. Perhaps, but back to the matter at hand. The nerve of that dunderhead. Why would anyone ever shop at a store where the owner calls every other customer a fairy? Prosecutor. And the balloons, oh, the balloons. That fool popped one right in my face.
Oh, you have a personal grudge, do you, Ganondorf? He went to the budget shop. Hey, you know, we know that the perfume smelled lovely, so Tingle sells quality product at prices you can afford.
Prosecutor Dragmire it off. Continuing on, purchased item, 1 bottle of Rosy Rupee Lands.
Oh, where's Balloon Triple Love?
Oh my, this is quite the price. Why, I would have to...
Oh, it wasn't even budget. It was expensive. Your Honor, please, the date of purchase.
Ah, yes, right, date of purchase.
Internet cracked out, what'd you miss? Perfume. Malon is not guilty yet.
Why, it's March 16th, the day of the murder. Yeah!
Wow, I never knew that the Ingo freakout animation had, like, feet. I don't think you ever see that in any game. Like, you see him move around, but, like, you never see where the feet go.
Order!
Yes, we got him! Phew, I think we're finally getting somewhere.
Bah! This still doesn't mean anything. Perhaps the witness briefly went back to the ranch house for something and saw the bottle then.
Yes, that's it. I was getting thirsty, so I went back to get a drink. I must have seen the bottle then.
Oh, come on, you think we're gonna believe that?
Do you have any proof that he didn't?
Well,
I believe this calls for further testimony. As the witness now claims to have visited the crime scene shortly before the murder, that you should learn of these exact movements that day.
My movements? Well, all right. There's not a whole lot to say, though.
It's unfortunate that he managed to weasel out of that. This next testimony will be full of lies. This is my chance. Rosy Rupee Land. It smells nice, but costs a minor fortune.
Witness testimony.
My non-suspicious movements.
As was already stated, I had volunteered to work in the silo. At one point, I briefly went back to the ranch house to get myself a glass of water. A bottle of water. Water. Pure water. Fresh. Went back to the silo right after that and stayed there until the courier came. I haven't been back to the ranch house at all this then. At some point, the detective came and told me what happened, and wow, was that detective one fine woman. Okay, that is not relevant to the testimony. The witness will leave his horniness out of this testimony, please. See, I haven't done anything to warrant suspicion. Eat my shoes, you brat. Eat my shorts. I'll pass. Fine leather. There has to be something wrong in there. You can't put a flawless story together that quickly. The milk bottle is water. This is true. It has no flavor. It's got to be important at some point. Hold it. What were you doing? Working on shipments and filling orders. We send out crates of milk to milk bars across the kingdom every day, you know. Milk bars. Naturally. Everyone loves a good drink, you know. And our milk is renowned as the best there is. I hear some others water theirs down. Despicable. I see. Watered down, you say. That's probably why the milk doesn't taste good. Because it's watered down. Because probably, like, there wasn't... He was busy committing the murder, so there wasn't time to actually milk the cows that day. So he probably just, like, milked one cow and then made the milk just, like, last all of the bottles. And by watering it down. And then, like, the shipment got returned. So, like, yeah. It was meant to go to a wrong address on purpose so that people wouldn't notice. I think you said earlier that your job is to work on structures and equipment, though. Indeed. Town and the girl would usually be the ones overseeing milk orders. However, since the royal visitation was happening that day, I felt they needed their minds unoccupied, so I took it upon myself to do it this time. After the murder, I got scared that the Sheikah Force's investigation would delay the shipment and that I, the Great Ingo, would get the blame. Thankfully, it all went through fine. Yeah, and you were so concerned with sending it off quickly that you wrote the wrong delivery address on it.
Bah, you Hylians. Ridiculous. Getting tipsy from something like milk? But you couldn't handle it, even accept the Gerudo's noble pursuit, a real man's drink.
I still love that Nintendo basically put alcohol in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the noble pursuit. Like, you don't say it's alcohol, but like, it makes you drunk. A real man's drink? Aren't most of the Gerudo women? Good point, though.
Speaking of drinks, I believe the witness was talking about how he had gotten himself a glass of water.
Yes, of course. Moving all that heavy stuff around and works up a sweat, you know, see. I got very thirsty and...
Water?
Water? Pure water?
You didn't think to just take a sip of the milk you were handling?
No, it wouldn't be right. That milk was for the customers, you see. I just didn't want to get into any trouble.
A truly honest man. How dare you suggest he would steal from his own workplace?
Right. So what did you see at the house?
Nothing much. I got my drink and left. Still had work to do, you see. I suppose I might have seen the perfume bottle then. In fact, yes, I remember it clearly now. It was there on the table, plain as day. Moo-ha-ha.
I shouldn't have said it was on the table. I should have forced him to tell me where it was.
Great. What happened after that, witness?
Back into the silo. And you were able to complete this so quickly on your own?
Bah! You don't know the might of the Great Ingo! Huh? Yeah! Pow! Wham! I get things done in no time. I did almost break my back getting those crates out the silo, though. There were so many and all so heavy. It was like a puzzle in there. Some sort of sliding block push puzzle. Yeah, it's popular in Japan. Anyway, that's not important. The point is...
Hey-ya!
Are you sure? Sure as can be, Mo-ha-ha.
You never went back in even after the crime was discovered?
Ah, they wouldn't let me in. Preserving the crime scene or some such. I couldn't even get any of my things. After I was questioned, no one gave me half a glance. I had to sleep in the stables that night. It was terrible.
Is what he said important? Always. You're a honor. I would like the witness to add his last statement to his testimony.
What? What are you trying to pull now?
Very well. Witness, please amend your statement.
Yeah, fine. Whatever.
Didn't get to sleep or access belongings to spend the night in the stable. Hold it! Couldn't you have stayed at an inn?
Well, what am I, made of money? Think, boy. I'm just a simple ranch worker, you know? Yeah, your lawyer's always flaunting your wealth.
Right, sorry. Not actually sorry. I doubt one night would bankrupt this guy. Just look at what he's wearing. I mean the inns of Hyrule. You don't even ever pay for an inn in Hyrule. To be fair, Link never sleeps in Ocarina of Time. Other games he can sleep. At some point, the detective came and told him it happened. Could you elaborate?
She's a hard-working woman who gets to the point and takes what she wants. Not to mention her impeccable fashion sense. What's not to love?
That's not the part I wanted him to elaborate on.
Wow, Eve seems totally smitten with her.
Sure does. I wonder how Impa feels about it. I don't think she feels anything.
Perhaps when this short of a trial is done, but But no, it'll have to wait. You thought you could distract me, did you? I'm the genius ranch worker, Ingo, see through your schemes.
He's sticking to that story, huh? Yeah, it was a desperate fix, but it holds up surprisingly well.
I can hardly believe this is the same Mr. Ingo I know. He's usually so nice.
Time to press for more details. There has to be a piece of evidence or a profile waiting to disprove what he's saying. Shirt? Change? Did he change his shirt? I'm so invested in reading the text, I don't notice the animation sometimes. Was it this one? Stayed in an inn, made of money. He usually wears the work dungarees. Oh no, he's been wearing the fancy clothes ever since he walked into the courtroom. He's been wearing the Majora's Mask outfit this whole time. He has not worn the work dungarees in the courtroom in this entire game. He wears it in this picture. No, he doesn't. He wears the outfit in this picture. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a single point in the game that shows him in his work dungarees so far. If he had to sleep in the stable without access to his stuff. Oh. I mean, it's only some of his stuff. I mean, this picture shows that sometimes he wears it. Sometimes. I mean, this is the only thing that was added, so... Let's see. Let's see if there's any piece of evidence that has anything to do with that. I would imagine it's maybe the inventory. No. The photo? I mean, this is just an old photo. You know, they did say profile. Usually in his work clothes. Witness! There is something seriously wrong with your testimony. It's you!
Well, what? What are you talking about?
You say you couldn't get any of your belongings because they were all at the ranch house, correct? A ranch house you were not allowed to go in.
That's right?
Well, that would imply you should still be wearing your work clothes. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but those don't look like work clothes at all.
Ah!
Proud of yourself for catching that. Next time, though, keep it to yourself because, like, I want to play the game and I want to find the contradictions, please.
The defense has a point. The witness appears pretty well dressed for court. I can't imagine he would want to sully those clothes during work.
Well, what do you have to say to that?
Yeah? Oh, of course. I'm gonna lie now. Because this is Ace Attorney. I can explain. It's simple.
Yeah, no, I know. You clearly... The fact that they brought up that he built the silo himself, he clearly built a secret passage into it that somehow leads into the ranch house.
I can explain. It's simple. These are brand new. Yeah.
No, it's not. The photo literally has them on you.
Yeah, on my way to the courthouse, I went shopping for a nice new outfit.
Okay, but why did you freak out?
After all, I couldn't very well show up to court dressed like a bum.
You lying sack of potatoes.
Yes, defense. Certain people have a modicum of respect for the court and show up dressed appropriately.
What's that supposed to mean? This is my finest Zora suit. Zora suit? Yeah, good thing you could breathe in water because you are deep underwater right now. So you claim to have bought these clothes after the crime. Is that correct?
Very much so. This morning, in fact. Why do I need to repeat myself?
Do I accept the explanation? No! I refuse. Impossible. You buying those clothes today is simply impossible. I mean, it's not, though. That's not how I would phrase that, because, like, he could have just bought clothes that match his old fancy clothes. It doesn't prove that these are the exact same ones he wore in the photo.
What?
Link wearing his Zora suit because he knew he'd drown in court. Ugh. I bet he's also wearing his iron boots so that he'd have solid ground to stand on.
Oh, how can you claim so? Defense, as you know, evidence is everything in court. Either prove that the witness couldn't have bought these clothes today, or get out.
This does not prove that, but I'll try. It just proves that he had clothes that matched before. I would like to turn the court's attention to this. A box with a lens on it.
Huh? Why, this is one lovely photograph. Ah, it reminds me of the idyllic days I spent with my grandson at the fishing pond.
The halcyon days of use. Like a fresh summer's breeze, you see.
What about this pictograph, defense?
Well, just look at what Ingo's wearing. He looks atrocious. What are those? This photo is from Malon's childhood, but Ingo is very clearly wearing the same outfit he has on right now. He couldn't have bought it today.
Order! I will have order! Why, the defense is absolutely correct. I hope the witness has a good explanation for this.
There. I think we finally got him. There's no way he can weasel out this time.
Oh!
Ah, shit. Unless someone weasels out for him.
Bah! Isn't it obvious? Naturally, the witness knew he would need to wear his nice clothes for the royal visitation that was scheduled for that day. He brought them to the silo in advance so that he could quickly change just before the royal visitation's arrival.
You can't just make that up for him, dude. That's putting words in his mouth. That's literally, like, not allowed. You have to let the witness say that, you know. Wow. That is clearly, this is a kangaroo court. This is a Ricky the Kangaroo from Oracle of Ages court. Oh! They could have also just said, like, I bought the same clothes. Like, that's literally all they had to say.
Yes, of course. I needed to be presentable after all. Can't look like a bum in front of the most important people in the kingdom.
Objection. Wait a minute. This is insane. What kind of kangaroo court is this? Oh, wow, I said that. I did the thing. I said the words. The prosecution keeps making up excuses on the spot. I mean, Link, Phoenix Wright, you say that like you don't make things up on the spot. Ingo was clearly lying about buying the clothes before the trial. He is definitely trying to hide something. Your Honor, surely you won't accept this blatant perjury. Your Honor, he's leading the witness. Plot armor.
Accept it, Judge. There can be no other explanation.
He's got the plot Zora's armor.
The prosecution.
It seems to be reasonable.
However, the fact that the witness didn't simply say it himself and instead made up a lie about buying the clothes is indeed very suspicious.
Yeah, thank you for being an actual, like, observant judge in an Ace Attorney game.
Defense?
This never happens. Wow, next thing you know, he's gonna be asking for a turkey sandwich. from the actual court mess hall. Why do I call it a mess hall? It's not like military.
The prosecution has posed that there is no other possible explanation for this contradiction. What is your opinion on the matter? Can the defense think of an alternative version of events?
This is big. I really need to think this through. Oh, what am I doing? Hello? Hi? What's happening? Oh my god, this is the mechanic from Ace Attorney 5. Oh my god, and we're also playing Oracle of Ages music. I think this is Oracle of Ages music. Hold on, I need to double remember. Do 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 do. I think this is the Mako Tree music. Rain Blast. Wow. Wow. Ingo is acting really suspicious right now. He's desperately trying to patch up holes in his testimony to conceal his real movements. Oh my god! For what you doing here? Why would he be doing that? Ingo is the murderer. Like, obviously. Am I doing this now? Am I what happens if I get it wrong? I'm gonna see what happens if I get it wrong. Ingo is dead. He is the victim. Maybe Ingo's the one who actually got killed, and now he's a ghost. That's it. This whole case has just been one big ghost trick. Oh my god, ghost trick mentioned! Ghost trick mentioned, let's go! Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip that right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, big brain. What am I saying? That doesn't make any sense at all. Ah! No! I need to rethink this. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm gonna get it wrong on purpose. It's funny. Ingo has a wardrobe at the silo. Right, Ingo is actually a fashion connoisseur. What? No, there's no way. Malon said she basically oversees him in one outfit. Okay. Ghost trick! Ingo is the murderer. No, it makes perfect sense. Don't doubt yourself now, Link. If it's not Malon, Ingo is the only older person who could have done this. I have to assume he did if I want to think Malon is innocent. With that in mind, why would Ingo change out of his work clothes? What happened to make it necessary? Talon's blood got on them. They were eaten by a cow. The cows in the silo mistook Ingo's clothes for food and ate them. This left the man in quite the embarrassing situation. He had to go back to... Oh, that doesn't seem right. He must have had a better reason. Okay, bye. I like how the goddess explodes. I don't think that's as an animation. I think they just like broke it apart. They got dirty. Ingo is secretly a germaphobe and couldn't stand being in such a dirty getup. But I don't think he'd be working on a ranch then. There must be a better explanation why he changed his clothes. I'm sorry, there's an ad starting now, and I can't. Oh my god. There's an ad starting. I can't pause it. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. I just noticed. Oops. Also, Deka, how you doing? Welcome on in. You came in during ad time. I'm about to solve the case right now. And in such a moment of suspense, I have to do an ad break. Oop. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be back. What? Hi, ad break is over. I'm sorry that happened during such a critical moment. All right, back to business. It's time for the brain blast. Think, Link. Think of all the wrong options before you pick the correct ones. There must have been a better explanation for why he changed his clothes. Hey, what ad did everybody get? Was it an ad for omega-3s to help me think better? Or whatever supplements are good for the brain? Because I need those right now, I think. I need to rethink this.
Welcome back. You are close.
Why would Ingo change out of his work clothes? Talon's blood got on him. When Ingo killed Talon, his clothes must have gotten blood on them. He had to change into something else to hide his involvement. Huh. But then wouldn't the Sheikah Force have found the clothes in the house? He burned them! How could they have disappeared? They were thrown away. They were stolen. A burglar strode by just as the... Strode by just as the murder was happening. Strode is not a word you usually hear. Right, and he only took some dirty, bloody clothes and went on his merry stealing way. I don't think that's it. No, it was the blind robber. It was blind. He didn't know, he didn't see. He also didn't smell. He also didn't taste. They were thrown away. Of course, Ingo just threw them over the railing. But wait, I'm sure the Sheik of Force would have searched around the ranch too. He would have not chosen such a bad hiding spot. I don't know, I just think it was really funny. The ghost trick reference. That was my favorite. They were thrown in the fire. The worst possible version of Daredevil. Oh my god! S! Ingo burned his clothes. That's a screenshot. That's a screenshot for the ages. Why not? Ingo is naked. Show me naked, Grandma. Naked, huh? That's it. This explains everything. I believe I can offer an alternative explanation. Was that like the only time in the game that I presented a profile? By the way, the time where it's like, Ingo, your clothes.
Nonsense! Judge, the defense spent far too long sitting in silence just now. They clearly have nothing.
I'm glad that someone called it out.
I call for a quick ruling.
Objection! Naked Ingo, huh? Not only can I explain it, but in fact, the defense formally accuses the witness of the murder. I should probably, get the evidence first. No! It's simple. The reason he had to swap his outfit and why he's been lying about the circumstances ever since is because he's got stained with the victim's blood.
Preposterous. If there were any discarded bloody clothes nearby, the Sheik of Force would have found them and we'd be trying someone else for murder right now.
Hey, screenshot. Screenshot. Why, you were absolutely correct, prosecutor. Naturally, Ingo couldn't have left his bloody clothes lying around. And so he used this to dispose of them. There's any fire, oil. Your Honor, cast your mind to the princess's last testimony.
The princess's, the mysterious fire.
If this was Ace Attorney, he would have said,
But the witness isn't the princess.
No, the last one.
Surely you yourself made sure we all knew how meaningless her testimony was.
And yet, with this new context in mind, it gains a completely new meaning. An empty bottle of lamp oil,
rope, palms,
found by a burned out fire. Ingo used this lamp oil to quickly burn away his stained for clothes. Yeah, we're on his trail. He's breaking down. Break down. Nice, Squidgy. Well, how about a witness? My scenario explains everything. He's gonna say objection. He's gonna come up with something new, and then Impa has to come back from the ranch with new evidence. You killed Talon and then tried to hide it.
No! Hold on! What dribble are you spouting here? Me? Kill Talon? You already know that's impossible.
We have to prove that somehow. Oh man, see, that's usually over. That's usually the end. Come on.
Everything you said is wrong. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have an alibi for the time of the crime. I couldn't do it at all. There's no way I could have completed those milk shipments, killed Talon, and tried to have my involvement. That fire was made for a quick breakfast. There's no mystery here. It was eggs and bacon. There's no pigs on the ranch. That's because I ate them all. Stop trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo.
Now, I shouldn't have to remind you, defense, but you yourself are surprised that Ingo was able to complete the shipment in time. And even more things for him to do in that time is preposterous.
Hold up. I just remembered to do something.
Adding even more things for him to do in that time is preposterous.
That's right. The great Ingo is efficient at his job, but not that efficient.
Ingo, it's not that you potentially murdered someone. Is that the problem? Is that you would lie about it. And also, you made the milk taste terrible. I caught all the pigs so a lady could have them as pets, not food. No, it had to have been him. I'm sure of it. There must be some trick at play. A ghost trick. Some sort of shortcut. I must find it. Too busy for murder. Nope, just too busy. Everything's wrong. Surely my scenario is more plausible at this point than those panic attempts to fix your story. This isn't milk, Ingo. Those were bulls! Well, that's a bunch of bull right there. No, there's only horses. There's only horses at the ranch. Oh no. They milked the Uma Musumes.
What's more plausible isn't for you to decide, defense. It's the judge that makes the final call, and as long as this alibi stands, I can't imagine him siding with you.
Yes, all the loose ends have been tied up before a decision can be made. Witness, please continue. I have an alibi. Your UGLY? Could you imagine what that alibi... Could you explain what that alibi is?
With pleasure. At the time of the crime, I was busy preparing the day's shipment of milk. That's hard work. I barely had enough time to get them before the courier came to take them.
The shipments were inspected by the Sheikah forces that were leaving the ranch, and as our resident detective has told us, they were found to be fully loaded up with bottles of milk.
That's right, the Sheikah force itself has vouched for me. There's no way I could be the culprit.
Oh, I disagree. There has to be a way. There must be. Or my name isn't Link Aloysius C. Link. The Mongols did drink horse milk. Interesting. Never knew that. But were they Uma Musumes, though? Would it really have taken that long to murder someone and burn some clothes?
Would have taken long enough to definitely make the scheming feasible.
Okay, like, milking cows surely doesn't take that long, right? Like, people used to do it like first thing in the morning and then do the rest of their farm stuff.
Completing these shipments is a rather involved process. You have to milk the cows, clean the bottles, pour the milk in, and then put them in the crates and load them onto the wagon. I love working with the cows, but that part takes the longest because you only get a little at a time. So as Mr. Ingo said, the whole thing really does take a while. Father and I usually have to work together to get it done in time for the courier's arrival.
There you go, defense. Your own client knows this is the unshakable truth.
Okay, so there's no way he could have completed the shipments and also do the killing. In that case, there had to be some way for him to finish the work faster. I just have to find it. The milk, it tastes like ass. Milking cows can take a while if they have to bottle it all. True, unless he watered it down. So you had enough time for breakfast, not enough to kill someone. Your rookie numbers, Ingo. Rookie numbers. I kill at least like 5 people a day. Clearly, you need to get your hitman numbers up. Y'all, has anybody watched Sakamoto Days? I have not. I know it's popular, but like that actually must be one of the most like cosplay things I saw at the con. It was actually really precious because like to cosplay the guy from Sakamoto, I'm assuming his name is Sakamoto. I haven't watched it. All you have to do is be old and then wear an apron. And it's just there's just so many like old anime fans who were just like, yeah, they just had their normal like, they just took their normal gray hair and tied it into a ponytail and put on a fake mustache and then put on an apron, and there you go, you're cosplaying Sakamoto Days. And like, I looked up the plot synopsis later, but just from seeing the posters, I'm like, okay, so there's an old man with a gun. Clearly the plot is that he's some sort of like retired assassin who has to like come back to the world of killing, but he's like old and he runs a convenience store or something now. And surely enough, I look up the plot and that's the plot. That's Sakamoto Days. I mean, it helps that one of the posters was like a young version of the guy. So it's like, oh, that must have been him when he was an assassin, and then he like retired and then he became old. So like, yeah, sure, I'm sure that is a very compelling anime. I just have not watched it. Still though, I actually don't watch animes all that often. I only just started Dungeon Meshi. I almost said Dungeon Musume. That's a different anime. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Probably. Yes, of course. The breakfast was cooking while I was kept working. Then I just quickly gobbled it up. There's no issue there. Okay, where's the frying pan? Where's the eggshells?
In fact, yes, I remember even burned a bit because I wasn't completely paying attention to it. That's why I had to go get that glass of water too, you see. Had to wash it down after. What a convenient little explanation. But for all I know, he actually did cook up a breakfast on a fire, burning blood-soaked clothes. Ew.
Continue with this. We don't have to hear about your culinary adventures.
Course. Point is just what I've been telling y'all this whole time.
Am I enjoying Dungeon Meshi? Dub-Deshi. Dungeon Meshi is pretty cute. I like how they always make food out of like the last thing they killed, but also like the previous meal, so that like they never waste anything. I just got to the part where they accidentally make sorbet because they put a bunch of like fruit jelly in a holy water jar and they shake it around with salt, and it's like, yeah, they made sorbet. That's so funny. It's like you just freaking Senshi is just like whacking all the ghosts with a bottle of holy water, and like that is actually really clever that they're like, oh yeah, the ghosts pass through the bottle. There's no need to like actually break the bottle of holy water like a grenade like they do in Castlevania. You just like use it as a little mace and just whip it through them. Like, it makes so much sense. That is actually really clever. I don't know, like, I've never seen that done in any other, like media about supernatural ghosts and goblins and goobles. Senshi my husbando. And also voiced by ProZD, one of my voice acting icons. Like, he's so cool. He's so real for that. Like, I'm so like, I wish I talked to ProZD that one time I saw him at Anime Expo. I was just in line and I didn't want to leave the line, or else I would have to gone all the way to the back. And I'm like, but that's ProZD over there. I want to meet ProZD. He's so cool. Stop trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo. The only people I hear Saria's song and thing. The only people who could have done this were you and Malon. And I know Malon well enough to know she couldn't be the culprit. That leaves you as the perpetrator, because there's only 2 people in the world.
Yes, well, now we know how much you value your friend. Conflict of interest. Let me remind you, though, that feelings don't matter at all here.
F your feelings.
Either show us solid evidence that it puts Ingo's alibi into question or concede defeat.
Should have just cloned yourself.
Anyway, you could have done the work faster. I'm not sure. It would be nice if there was, though. I could sleep in a little bit longer every day.
Yeah, you would think he would have shared it with you if he knew of one. Just what shortcut did you use, Ingo? The milk. All the characters and roles are based on wizardly jobs. I mean, like, yeah, like they actually make it a legit, like, sometimes it feels like I am just watching a D&D campaign or something. And I like it. They just like cook with all the skills. And the fact is, Senshi, you know, y'all know that Senshi is literally just the word for like soldier or fighter or warrior, you know? Literally, he's like, hi, my name is Warrior. Like, it's just his class. That is literally his name. Cause like y'all shouldn't, if you're anime fans of the old guard, you know what Senshi means. Sailor Senshi, the Sailor Scouts. It's like, hi, my name is Scout. Like, literally. There's no way you could have done the milk shipments. I beg to differ. Milk. The creator of Dungeon Meshi grew up watching her dad play wizardry. Heck yeah. Peak is fun. I have not played or seen Peak. I'd maybe play it with somebody, I don't know. As long as it doesn't get revealed that it's like using AI art or something. Like, that's the reason I never got into Chained Together. Like, it seemed like a fun game, and then I saw they used AI art for the logo, and I'm like, come on. That's like the easiest thing to make a logo for. Like, get some like free clip art or something. Don't just make AI chains. But did you though? Did you really complete those shipments properly?
What really happened? Defense, I shouldn't have to remind you that the Sheikah Force checked those boxes thoroughly. They were definitely full of milk bottles.
Why did I almost say breast milk bottles? Oh, I'm sure it looked that way.
What are you getting at, Defense?
See, that's how Ingo filled the bottles up so quickly. He milked himself. Don't quote me on that. Don't. I never said that. Please. Please. I have nipples. Can you milk me? Here you go, Your Honor.
Huh? Milk for me?
Yeah, I made it myself.
Are you trying to bribe the judge now? I didn't think you stooped so low. The crowd will be informed of this.
Oh, it's nothing like that. All I'm asking is that His Honor try tasting the milk. The milk. Just one little sip. I don't think that's how you try evidence.
This is highly irregular. I am lactose intolerant. Do you want the whole room to start stinking? But to be honest, I could use a drink. All this talking doesn't make one's throat dry, you know.
Think about how I feel. Oh, but except that, like, milk is actually not good for if you, like, talk a lot. Especially if you're a voice actor. Like, one of the things you should never drink before voice acting is milk. Just because, like, the fats in the milk, like, coat your throat. Like, it's good for if you're eating spicy food. It's not good for specifically voice acting because it, like, messes with your throat. And, like, it just doesn't work right. Like, it doesn't, like, mess with your throat, but it just, like, it does it. You'd rather not mess with your voice. You probably talk the least out of everyone here, though.
If the defense insists, I'll go ahead and take a sip.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Is this what passes for milk these days? This almost tastes like water.
Water? I have to agree, this is definitely not standard milk. As we've heard from the princess and detective, MALON Ranch is renowned for the quality of its products. But there's no way people would say that about milk this lousy.
Bah! Whatever! As if the unwashed masses would know the difference between quality and garbage. Where are you going with this defense?
It's simple, you see. I received this bottle from Detective Impa, still unopened during the first recess. As we know, there were no milk shipments today, so this must have come from one of Ingo's shipments from yesterday. It's true that Ingo couldn't have murdered Talon and also completed the shipments on his own. Unless he cheated!
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
Cheating! Ingo watered down the milk to get the shipments done in time! Let's go. Let's go. Give me the freaking Hyrule field.
Order! Order!
No, not the chicken milk. Thank you for the clip, Blade Mancer. Also, I like how the name of the clip is Colorful, Glamorous Pigeon Pound.
Order! Yes, I suppose that would work.
Indeed. All he had to do was milk fewer of the cows to save enough time without ruining the taste too much. I guess he used about a 50-50 split of water and milk.
Is it?
No! Talon!
What a wonderful coincidence.
Let me stop you right there.
Huh?
I will concede that something odd happened in that shipment. But all you have proven is that Ingo is a slacker.
How dare you!
But it definitely gives him time.
Be quiet, you mongrel. Sure, Ingo watered down the milk, but that doesn't make him a killer, though, does it?
Well, no, but we do know that he definitely could have done it. We know he did go to the crime scene, and we know he did have the time and opportunity to kill Talon as well.
Yet there's still a vital element missing still.
Huh?
Let me put it in simple terms so even an idiot like you can understand.
Meh, 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 meh. Again, are you gonna rebuttal? This is new. Hi? Hi, what are you doing? This is... da, 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 da. What? This has never been in an Ace Attorney game to my knowledge. Or was it like in latent Ace Attorney? I just don't remember. Rebuttal. Rebuttal, wow. Take a screenshot of that. Ganon, the drama queen. Drama kid confirmed. I like the spotlights. I like that they put a lighting effect in a Nintendo 64 game. It's not really lighting, it's just like a texture. And why is that?
It's simple. If the girl's story about working on the fence is true, then she was using the saw where her father was being murdered.
There's 2 saws, I think. Oh, there's only 1 saw. Oops.
It couldn't have been in 2 places at the same time.
Do I agree with this? Yes. What happens if I say no? No, the saw was the murder weapon.
Truly, well, if that's the case, present some proof. Enlighten us on how it could have been in 2 places at the same time.
I really need to think about this.
You lacked the murder weapon. If Ingo was the murderer, then it couldn't have been the saw.
I'm pressing it? And why is that?
It's simple. If the girl's story about working on the fence is true, then she was using the saw while her father was being murdered. It couldn't have been in 2 places at the same time.
Okay. I agree with it. I believe we're in agreement on this point.
You do realize the problems that creates for you, right?
I'm sure they can all be explained.
As if. But very well, let's move on to why nothing else could have been a murder weapon either.
Hey, wait, yeah, you were the one that's supposed to prove that. What is this mechanic? This seems like something that Ace Attorney would have come up with. It's just not in a game I played. But I played all. How many other edge tools are there? Yeah, I mean, like, I think axes are not irregular. Maybe like a sickle. There's a scythe. There are other... The point being, like, I need to find evidence that it was something besides the saw.
Where would this supposed murder weapon even come from?
Couldn't he have used any old thing?
Either answer the question in defense or this discussion is over.
No need to overthink this. Anywhere Ingo could have gotten a weapon from will do. I'll worry about the exact details later. Alright. So I want to say... the inventory? Maybe a rake? Oh my god. Murdering somebody with a rake? That sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm gonna try it though. Have you forgotten this murder happened on a ranch? There are plenty other sharp things on site. Danganronpa. I think this is where they based it off of. It does feel like Danganronpa. It does feel like Dang It Grandpa. Like Dragon Rompers. Like, it reminds me of the bullet mechanic. I gotta, like, shoot the right thing.
Oh, that's simply impossible.
We checked all sharp objects in the ranch and ensured everyone no fresh blood was found anywhere else. Couldn't Ingo have just, wiped it off? Couldn't Ingo have just wiped it off?
Blood leaves traces. It's not that easy to get rid of. People like us aren't so sensitive, but other beings like Zoras can easily tell by smell. Naturally, this she can force employs people for just this task. Also, as Long Ranch focuses on selling horses and milk, if animals there aren't regularly butchered, so there's no good reason why the tools would have fresh blood on them. Any such implement would have stood out like a sore thumb.
Well, I guess that's a good point. I may have to rethink this. Couldn't Ingo have just hidden it? Couldn't Ingo have just hidden it? This is when we need devs in chat. Oh, it would have been so cool if it is actually based on Dang It Grandpa.
Bah, the kingdom's best investigators are on this case.
What if I, like, added the devs right now, if I remember their names?
We found no signs of anything buried on the premises. And even if Ingo skipped part of his work, he still wouldn't have had time to hide anything very far from the ranch. He may be an idiot, but do you really think he would have risked the weapon being found? Now listen here! Silence! Wah!
I want to see the animation where he imitates Malon again. I guess that's a good point, where he just like goes back and forth. That was fun. But he just disposed of it. Couldn't Ingo just dispose of it in some way?
Ha! That's impossible, you see.
Kaboom! No item was found from the ranch's inventory list were missing, and that list is indisputable. How can you be so sure the inventory is accurate? Yeah, Ingo could have lied. He's the one in charge of it.
Bah, use your head. There was a royal visitation scheduled for that day. The ranch owner needed everything to be in order. He would have doubled, even triple checked that list when he wrote it.
He didn't write it though. I suppose he would have, but... He didn't write it though. It says Ingo right there. The inventory list itself is false. I'm going to update it right now. I'm just gonna write it saying like, oh, saws 0.
Oh, fascinating. What exactly makes you question the veracity of this document?
That would be something about the inventory itself. It's simple. You only need a brief look at the inventory to see it can't be trusted.
Ho ho! You can't just go around making general statements defense.
Point out exactly what about the inventory makes it suspect. This is the first... Oh my god, there's a cursor. This is the first time we're like using a mouse cursor in this game. Pointing it. Take that. Just look here. The one who compiled this list was Ingo himself. He could have easily falsified the counts as part of his plan.
That doesn't matter.
You say it doesn't, but then you're about to explode your text. There you go. The devs went so hard. This is so cool. Oh, this is so much effort. I was waiting for the day that, like, Zelda Ocarina of Time ROM hacking would reach the level that Mario 64 ROM hacking's at, and we are finally there. Like, apparently they don't use the code from the decompilation, and that's fair. But like, it's just so much effort. So much effort.
Nothing on the left the ranch.
Oh, but you see, it could have. Wouldn't Ingo have been able to just throw the item over the fence?
Bah, obviously we searched the perimeter of the ranch as well. Nothing was found anywhere.
This is the most important point. Has nothing been able to leave? Oh, but it can. Oh, but it will. The milk shipment. I'm gonna say the milk shipments that left. Are you really sure nothing left the ranch? What about a few little shipments of milk?
Preposterous! Have you forgotten that said shipments have been checked by the Shiki Force before they were allowed to leave?
That's true, but if it was in a bottle, there was a place that she could have overlooked.
What in Disney are you blabbering about? We're talking about bog standard crates here, boy. Not exactly vast dungeons full of nooks and crannies and stuff into. Where could they have missed a murder weapon?
It's simple. They overlooked the contents of the bottles. There's one place inside the crates. There's one place your fingerprint should not be. My ass. There's one place inside the crates that the Sheikah could not have checked thoroughly without ruining the shipments.
Without ruining the shipments? Oh!
That's right. Ingo put the murder weapon inside one of the bottles to conceal it from the search. Although, like, how do you put an entire saw in a little milk bottle? I thought it was gonna be like those big milk cans that you see at like carnival games where you have to knock them down with a giant ball. But like, no, they're just like little bottles of milk.
It does seem plausible. Objection! Now wait just a moment.
Here we go. You're on your last legs, Ganon dork. A weapon in a milk bottle wouldn't have just gone unnoticed. Somebody would have reported it. How big are the bottles? Now the question is, what was the murder weapon? I think it was probably just like a tiny knife then. How can you be so sure? It would have the wrong address, so it would have been returned.
Do you know how much of milk an average milk bar uses each day? All those shipments would have most certainly been completely used up by now. Someone drinking from that bottle would have found it for sure. Choked on it even if they took too large a swig. It would be a huge scandal.
Well, he's right about that, but he's missing some vital information. The fact that it came back! Dee-ba-doo-ba-dee-ba-da-dee! You would be correct that a weapon showing up in someone's milkshake would cause such a stir. A milkshake? Can you even make a milkshake with like the technology that Zelda universe has? Wouldn't you need like sure you could make ice cream, but wouldn't you need like a blender? I guess you could hand blend it somehow. I guess if you could make like a hand blender. Yeah, that's possible probably. If the milk ever actually made it to any milk bar, that is ice magic. I'm not like saying there's a problem with making the ice cream. Like, people have been making ice cream by hand for like centuries. I'm saying there's a problem with the blender. But I'm like, there's probably like a hand blender you could have made. People hand with cream. True. It would just be very difficult with the amount of milk you put amount of ice cream you put in a milkshake. But I guess it could be done. You see, I overheard a very interesting tale during the recess. Word was sent from the ranch not long ago that one of the shipments was returned unopened due to being misaddressed. No! If they can make a statue that shoots beams, I think anything is possible. I think the next Zelda game should do something with Beamos. Like, they've always been enemies that, like, they just sit there and they shoot beams. I feel like we should have a game where you, like, play as a Beamos and it moves around. Like, maybe you could do the thing in Wind Waker where you take over a statue, but you take over a Beamos. Indeed, if you recall, Ingo was the one who handled all of that. Like Guardians, you could control a Guardian. It's a shame that all the Guardians just disappeared in Tears of the Kingdom, because then they could have, like, had it so that you could control one or something. Now that's strange. I mean, you could play as Terrako in Tears of the Kingdom, in Age of Calamity. I think that's the closest we'll get to, like, controlling a Guardian at that point. You know. That's strange. The ranch supplies the same milk bars every day. Even if he had messed up the street just a little, the couriers would have known where the shipment was meant to go. Common Rider, thank you for the raid. Motorbike stream you like. How was Repo? You enjoying that? I still need to play that with y'all. I just don't have the time. But I will. I will someday. Wow. Well, come on in. We're playing Hero of Law, and I'm trying to finish this up as quick as possible so I don't stay up too late. We'll see, though. Finally, a game that you can lurk in. Come in, do it. Play Deltarune, please. There's so many things I want to talk about with Deltarune with people, and I'm like, I have theories that I've made now. I've only told a handful of people because I'm like, who else even knows? How could he have bungled it that badly? The bungler he is. It's almost as if he didn't want anyone receiving a bottle of milk with a murder weapon in it. I bet Ingo expected this box to stay in shipping limbo a while longer. How unfortunate for him that the postal service was on its game today. You know, the mailman always gets the mail delivered. Does this mean that the mailman had to just, like, carry each crate individually? Or did he have, like, some sort of little milk truck? Maybe horse-drawn. Probably. I mean, I guess that's how they literally do it in Majora's Mask. But even then, it's not crates. Maybe because they were worried it would start to smell.
I believe this calls for us to investigate these boxes a little more closely. Soldiers, have these boxes retrieved from the branch immediately.
Postman pulls a wagon. Horses aren't fast enough. Let's go. I did it. I did the thing.
This is slander.
Yes, it is slander. I was gonna do the thing from Spider-Man. It was like, actually, in print, it's LaBelle.
Why would I kill Talon? Sure, he's a bit of a layabout, but he did give me a job. Why would I want him dead?
The motive? That's simple. Why, I'm surprised you're even asking about it. This evidence clearly explains your motive. It goes to the remaining employees. The very inheritance document you brought to the court's attention states the following. In case of the testator's death, testator? His daughter Melon along the ranch will inherit the ranch, unless she is able to oversee it, in which case it shall be divided between the crown and the remaining employees. What? You not only killed Talon, but decided to frame Malon for the crime as well, so you would be the one to inherit part of the ranch. That's why you volunteered to work in the silo all day. It gave you an alibi so that Malon would be the only possible culprit. Of course, you knew about the royal visitation in advance. You knew Malon would go back to the ranch house to prepare before they arrived. You had a perfect setup for the royals to find her next to the body.
No! What are you talking about? Talon signing over the ranch to me? Preposterous.
Did he really not know? I guess it was Dragmire who procured the actual document, not him. It was Ganondorf that killed him! He's just framing Ingo so that I would blame him. Oh my god! Maybe he did cook breakfast.
Your Honor! What is it, soldier? The box you requested is here. Already? That was quite fast.
Apparently, the team at the ranch had already noticed something wrong with her on their own.
The box arrived
Just arrived as we were about to rush out a courier to deliver our message.
Well, 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 well. Well, well, well. Well, let's see for ourselves then, shall we? The part of the shipment that proves my case is... I mean, look inside the bottles? I guess. Do any one of these seem off? I mean, I guess we just have to open it, right? Nothing there.
No, wait, it's not that. It must be the bottle that's tinted red.
Oh, there's one that... Don't, can't do that, man. I'm colorblind. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I'm so glad that they added a failsafe for that. I am so glad they added a failsafe. I didn't even see... What am I, Godot? I'm just Godot. I'm glad they didn't penalize it. One of the devs was probably like, what if somebody's colorblind? Here it is, from the bottle with a slight red tint to the milk. Wow, I would totally just drink blood milk and I wouldn't even notice. Looks like some sort of, it's just strawberry milk. Yeah, that was just strawberry milk. Looks like some kind of serrated knife. That explains the irregular wound pretty nicely.
How could those chicken idiots have missed this?
I'm sure the milk was pure white when they first checked it. It took a whole day for the blood to dissolve in it. Is that how that works? Either way, no matter how you slice it, this proves my theory right. Slice.
Oh, I've had it. Fine. You wanna know why? You wanna know why I really killed that scumbag?
No, what do you...
So you admit it? Yes, I admit it. What would you do if one day, after years of backbreaking labor, despite putting your all into the ranch, you were thrown away like rubbish? Without any reason, without any season, without any treason. Fired for, well, we don't need you anymore. What? But that doesn't make any sense. Oh, don't lie. I heard it all.
Oh my god. Did Ganondorf, lie to him? Years upon years of nosebleeds. Dried blood is resistant to being washed away. I mean, it was right after the murder occurred, though. I would imagine. I imagine he had to, put away... the fact that it still had the blood on it and it wasn't, cleaned off somehow, then I would imagine it was put in quickly. I was just returning back from another day of spine-wrenching work, and lo and behold, what's this? Malon and Talon were talking behind my back. I heard it all. We'll let him go after the visitation. We'll handle things without him. And so, after volunteering to work on that shipment, I quietly slipped out while the girl was busy and shanked the good-for-nothing slacker. Shanked him? Okay, man, you clearly have some repressed trauma. If you, clearly could have taken a sentence that could have been interpreted in many other ways and immediately interpreted that as, alright, I guess I gotta kill him. I guess I gotta kill this guy. Aw, shucks. Sorry, Steven, I guess you have to kill him. Aw. One of these things is not like the other thing. One of these things is dead.
Ha! You should have seen his face. He didn't expect it at all. So, yes, Malon, I killed that lazy bum you called a fighter. And he deserved it.
Even Ganondorf is just having a heart attack right now. Ingo, you have problems, man. Nobody in chat saying I can fix him.
Order! The witness will cease his boasting over such a terrible deed. I think we've heard enough. Soldiers, take him away!
Hup! What? Why?
Wait just a moment. Ingo! Yes, girl, want to apologize for what you done?
How about explain?
Apologize? Me? You're horrible. We weren't planning to fire you at all. You completely misunderstood what we were saying.
Maybe we were talking about a horse?
What?
Flashback? Oh my god, a flashback. Black and white.
We've had so much work recently. Well, you know how it goes with the royal visits. Always a busy time. Gotta make sure everything's in tip-top shape. I do worry about something about Olingo, though. He's been complaining about his back recently. Do wish he'd take a step back and relax sometime.
Maybe we should convince him to take a vacation.
Why, ha! Now there's an idea. It'll do him good to just get out for a while. I'll discuss it with him after the visitation. After things calm down, we can handle everything without him. Uh-oh! Did this mofo throw in my 1 hour of argument and bullshit? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's always the witnesses. Horse, like Uma Musume? Yeah, that's where they got the milk from. He's got a long vacation in jail. Then he's gonna break his back in a different way. You were planning what? A vacation for me? Oh, and I didn't know. No, it can't be so. Please say it isn't so. Chicken, why? It's me. Chicken. It's his breakdown. Get him. Get him. Get him. Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. Do it, chat. Do it. You understood the assignment. Thank you, Deca. Oh my God, you beautiful, beautiful, fluffy thing. Thank you for that. I was literally in the menu of my redeems doing that right now. And I'm like, come on, do it before it's over. Perfect. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. You gotta have the straggler too. We have witnessed today the results of a truly horrifying misunderstanding. Yes, a breakdown with chickens. We have done it, y'all. The only Ace Attorney breakdown that I can claim to be a part of. It was me all along. We have witnessed today the results of a truly horrifying misunderstanding. But misunderstanding or not, what you have done is unforgivable. Yeah, no, I think Ingo is like one of those people that's just like waiting for like a chance to commit murder, and just like just coming up with like, oh, but if I do this, it's totally justified. What you have done is unforgivable. Talon was a kind man, beloved by all who had the good fortune to cross his path. His loss will be felt not only at his ranch, but all across Hyrule. The killer turned out to be an utterly pathetic man with delusions of grandeur. I mean, look at him! Ganondorf, you were defending him. An utter idiot dressed like a clown. The entire circus. Oh, he cried. Jeez, he's really laying into him. I bet he's just upset because he lost. No, I think Ganondorf put in the part about like leaving into the crown, so that when Ganondorf takes over the royal like family, he could have the ranch. The prosecution's round aside, I think it's time to declare today's verdict. This is just a formality, but will the defendant please step up to the stand? He angy. Ganondorf just facing away. Young miss, I am very sorry for the situation you found yourself in. I'm very glad you appear to have such a good attorney as a friend. I wouldn't have chosen anyone else. Aw, thanks. Now then, without further ado, in the name of Goddess Hylia and the sacred land of Hyrule, and I have the power to hereby find Malon of London Ranch G. Not guilty. I thought it was gonna go G guilty. I know it's Hylian, so I'm like, I don't know why I expected English text. Oh, the confetti! You know, the confetti that Gumshoe painstakingly cuts out every time there's a court. It's canon. It's canon to Ace Attorney.
Look. Gumshoe confetti comic. That's what he does. It's from the Ace Attorney Justice for All manual. I'm gonna save this link. I hope it's a JPEG. It's a JPEG. Cool, it's not a WebP. Thank you. Backstage at the turnabout. Snip, snip, snip. Flush.
See, now, every time before a trial starts, pal, I do the one thing I can to help out.
This! Yay, not guilty as Edgeworth is clearly losing. Wow. Good job, Gumshoe. Good job. Also, like, I'm just vindicated. For some reason, because like the anime for Ace Attorney makes Gumshoe so thin, and I'm like, I look at his sprite in Ace Attorney games, and I'm like, that man is as wide as a brick wall. Like, there's no way he's not just like a slab of meat. Like, that's Gumshoe. That is Gumshoe. That is Gumshoe's build right there. Like, the man probably has to get his clothes custom tailored.
Court is adjourned.
JJ Nice Ninth, welcome on in. How you doing? Gumshoe built like Chris Redfield. Let's go. March 17th, 12:32 p.m. Hyrule Grand Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Time to cut his salary, just like he cut those confettis. We did it! Yatta! I wonder if they like are gonna think about making like a Japanese, I was gonna say dub, a Japanese translation of this game. It'd be so funny. Gumshoe should be a large man. He's not bright. If you unleash him on a thief, you should be able to grab him and suplex him. I want to see that. I want to see that. Gumshoe is like one of the best boyos in all of Ace Attorney, and like I hope he appears in the future games, since he has not appeared ever since Ace Attorney 3, and it makes me sad. Like, where did he go? He's not in Apollo Justice at all. We did it. I suppose so. I guess Ingo's outburst kind of soured the mood, huh? I don't think I can ever forgive Mr. Ingo for what he's done. Gumshoe keeping that build on instant ramen. He gets that protein ramen that's full of, like, protein powder. That's fair enough, honestly. Really, though, you shouldn't think about that for now. You're free! It's time to celebrate! You want to see Gummy kick butt? For a second, I thought you said, I want to see Gummy butt. I guess you're right. Excellent work. I knew you'd pull through. Hey, by the way, Ingo thinks you're hot. Oh, thanks. I couldn't have done it without you, really. So, thank you. No, that's not quite right. If you want to thank someone, I'm not the one who deserves it the most. Huh? Zelda! Your Highness! I would have thought that, like, the elder Princess Zelda dying would have been a plot point, but I guess, that's just it. I thought you were going back to the Hyrule Castle. What strings did Imp have to pull to get her here? But I realized I should have apologized for what I did personally. It's an honor. There is no need to bow, not after what I've done. Really, if not for my status, I would have probably been carted off to prison alongside an angry little man. Perjury's pretty serious, so that's probably not entirely wrong. As usual, you don't give yourself enough credit, Your Highness. How can you say that, Detective? I almost condemned an innocent person to prison. Yes, there are some things you should think twice about doing in the future. It's all thanks to you that the young lady over here finally went 3. Huh? Come on, Attorney, show Highness what I'm talking about. I assumed that the perfume bottle would have a bit more of a role. It might be. I think that's it. I think it's the perfume bottle, because the perfume bottle was bought for Zelda as a gift, because specifically she was coming by. I would have given her the attorney's badge. Why didn't I do that? Impa Shashami. It's not the perfume bottle? Oh, it's the fire. Was the fire? Oh, it's the oil. Oops. It's the oil. I wasn't thinking of the oil as a fire. I was thinking of the oil as like done. I mean, the perfume bottle also helped because it was bought because she was coming by. I mean, Impa just shot me the most unimpressed face. Does this emulator rewind? This emulator does not have rewind. Never mind about that. In any case, I'm sure Miss Malon isn't too upset. Well, sure.
10 hut!
She has a knife.
We have orders to escort the princess back to the castle immediately.
Just in time. Farewell, Your Highness. Okay, bye. I messed up. And so they left. Now then, listen to me. I know that I am perhaps being too lenient on the princess, but tough times are ahead. The princess will need all the confidence she can get to lead the kingdom through them. She needs to learn to take responsibility for her actions too, though. And she will. Huh? Her Highness is in for a rather unpleasant afternoon today, I imagine. The urgency with which she has been escorted out of here isn't coincidental. Oh, is there something extra? What, is the king going to scold her? The king is dead. At the very least. Now then, my duty's called, unfortunately, so I must be off. Again, you did well today, both of you. Except for that last thing I just asked about making. You had that. That was a free presentation. That was a free presentation link. You should have shown the oil bottle. I'm disappointed. I trust that I will be able to rely on you in future court proceeding as well. I'll try my best. Andros won't have his way with me. It'd be awesome if they made more cases. I thought it would be pretty cool. I was, like, wondering if this game would have, like, a full, 5 cases. Or maybe just 4. But still, even one fully fledged case in this new engine is impressive. I would be so happy if they made, a new version of the game that had another case. That's all I ask. An unpleasant prosecutor seems to be making his way over here, so I'll be excusing myself post-haste. Farewell. Am I gonna, saddle Ganondorf with unnecessary feelings?
You!
Oh, no. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na. Hello, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Tell me, now, where did that blasted detective go? To have my reputation tarnished this way? By some novice attorney for the booties?
Calling the Kiwi Forest the boonies. He has a thin head. I always thought that Ganondorf looked weird from the front. I'm glad it's not just me. He's using his model from before the time skip. Because his model after the time skip has the long hair. Dramatic much? He looks about ready to burst from anger. I'm surprised they didn't use his post-time skip model. Like everybody else's post-time skip. Except for Zelda. But Ganondorf could, he would have looked more like Von Karma with the long hair. Don't be such a sore loser. You lost. Deal with it. Yeah, we got the right verdict. Doesn't that make you even a little bit glad? Ding.
Yes, I suppose there is some worth in that.
Huh? Eh?
What transpired is most unfortunate. I can only offer my condolences. Just remember that it was the meddling of that idiotic princess and the stupidity of that blasted detective that led to your arrest. So if you have any grievances, take it up with them.
He got the big ears. Watch out, he's got a stun gun! Maya, watch out! Grab the bullet! I suppose there's some truth to what he's saying.
Speaking of the detective, it appears she has fled from me like a cuckoo on fire.
Oh yeah, that is that. I hate when I'm on fire. It's never fun. It's never fun. But you know what I could be? Da da ba da ba da ba da. Why wasn't I using this the whole time?
Mark my words, she will regret what she's done for generations.
Looked cringy. That is his model from Ocarina of Time, by the way. I always thought his pre-time skip model looked a little thin in the head. Well, that sure was something. I don't know if he was being sincere, but or just wanted to shit blame onto someone else. I know it says shift, But like for a second, I thought she was like, I don't know if he just wanted to shit on someone. I wouldn't say he's entirely blameless. Never mind that. Do you think you'll be all right running the ranch by yourself? Is this like teasing a second case? That would be so cool. Of course I'll come visit, but I have my attorney duties too.
I'll get in touch with the castle, see if they can spare some men to work at the ranch. So as my father may have seen, he did prepare for me to take over the one day, and he's taught me well. I'll make sure the animals are well cared for too, just as I always have.
That's the spirit. I believe in you.
I really wanted to thank you for bringing the truth to light. If it wasn't for you, I don't even want to think about what could have happened.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. Da 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 da. And so the miracle do happen. So ended a very personal case for me. I finally figured out the difference between a ladder and a stepladder. It felt like a weight had been lifted off my back. Because almost Christmas meant that it wasn't Christmas. I had to I made a post on Blue Sky earlier today just being like, what memes does Ace Attorney have? There's more than one joke for sure, I just need to remember them. Malon continued working at the ranch, hoping to make it prosper even beyond what her father was able to accomplish, and then we got married, and then we had babies, and then Twilight Princess happened. I didn't really think much about it, but the days following were some of the happiest I'd lived for a long time. Little did I know that a terrible tragedy would soon shock the entire kingdom, and I'd find myself smack dab in the middle of it. But that's a legend for another day. Oh, they are so teasing a second case! Oh my god! Oh my... You know, for a second I'm like, whoa, they put the entire Hyrule field in this game? And I'm like, wait, no, it's a mod. It already is in the game. Wow, I have never seen Skabo! Oh my god! Oh, we're gonna see the credits. We're gonna see the people who came by the stream last time. Fast Freak, Roadrunner. Roadrunner was at the stream last time. Luigi Hero, Meatball spaghetti underneath. Ravioli, give me the formioli. Fast Freak, Skyward, Luigi Hero scene modeling. Let's freaking go. I am enjoying. This was a cool mod. Unga Jimbo Slim, he came by as well. Oh my goodness. Unga Luigi Hero. These people did a great job. Newer team is great. Character animation, yes. I hope they actually do intend to make a second case. That wasn't just like a little throwaway line just to be like other Ace Attorney games. That being said, I remember when I played the fan translation of Ace Attorney 3 before it came out in English, and like it was really funny how they like translated the cliffhanger to be like, oh no, Master Mask stole the English translation, now what do we do? Now we have to speak Japanese. Scatwell Roadrunner WMC. Yeah, you're behind jail, son. Behind bars. Good. You were going to be wearing that for the rest of your life. I was really surprised that Ganondorf didn't end up doing anything evil. I mean, he like lied, which really does not help. Like, instead of like saying, Ingo, what is it? Something about Ingo's alibi. Instead of like saying, oh, it could be like this, he's just like, yes, he actually did that. Also, Zelda, like, I thought Zelda was about to like dance, like do the robot. Created using Oot NPC Maker. Oh, Zelda. I'm of the opinion that Ocarina of Time doesn't need like a full remake. Like in the vein of like Final Fantasy VII Remake or something. It does not need that. Oh wow, Impa's house is like the detective's office. With a cat too. But I do believe that like, if they ever do an Ocarina of Time remake, I want it to be as faithful as possible. Oh, the grave. Oh, it's me! I'm at the grave! I'm in a suit! I have pants! I would just like to see the entire grandeur of the Hyrule Castle throne room. We never see it in Ocarina of Time besides that little special thanks for me. Wow, you're welcome. Like, we never see it beyond that little hallway or the little, like, walkway part of it. The end. Andross appears in the sky. The end. I'm like, Link wearing pants is so cursed. Like, some games he wears pants. He wears like leggings in Ocarina of Time. But like pants? Dealudo, scene select. Extra 1. So I don't know what the extras are. I'm wondering if they're like the little episodes that Great Ace Attorney has. If they won't take too much time. See, this is where it would have been good if the devs were here right now, and if I didn't take like an extra hour and a half talking about Anime Expo. Meanwhile, somewhere else. I'm gonna read this. I'm assuming it doesn't take too long. What? It's a game? Super Talon game. It's a Mario. Oh my god. Freaking Mario music. Do. Mario Wonder. Ow. Oh good, I can't die. Get the Mario Wonder music ported to Zelda 64 sound font. Whoa. Oh, I'm dead. Whoa. We finally got Mario and Zelda. Why do I have -1 life? I just realized that. I guess this controls like ass, by the way. Like the physics are so like see, like he's so drifty. His traction is like non-existent. It's it's -1 because he already died. This is actually just purgatory, I guess. Talon is just like stuck in the limbo of Mario platforming for the rest of his life. If he makes it to the end, then he can reincarnate, but like that's it. Zelda fixes don't lend themselves to platforming. This doesn't feel like Link's physics. This does not feel in any way. Oh, I have wall jumps. Oh my god. This just feels like terrible. Like the newer team knows Mario games. They made newer Super Mario Bros. They know how to make Mario control. This does not feel like Link at all. Like this is custom made physics. Oh god. Ah man. Like this is clearly custom made. Like Link doesn't slide around that much. I mean, maybe if you count him in like the ice cave, but like even that doesn't feel like Talon is controlling right now. The fact that there's an extra 1 implies that there's an extra 2, so I gotta finish this. There's an ad that's about to start. The arm waving is hilarious. That's just his animation when he runs in Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna run the ad. Oh, I should probably pause. I cannot pause. I'm gonna run the ad so that we can just like get it out of the way, if that's all right. I hope y'all don't mind. We're just playing Mario platforming. Hover boots. It also doesn't feel like hover boots. The hover boots is more like a gradual stop. This one feels more like Talon just doesn't want to stop running. Like it's not a friction slide. It's like Talon is just keeping on running slide. Ah, come on! See, that is exactly the problem. I just wanted to like minorly adjust. And he just walks right off the edge. Mario parody and get the ad about Donkey Kong. You know I'm playing Bonanza. I'm gonna get Bonanza on release. I'm gonna stream it. It's gonna be great. Didn't think I'd be playing Mario Bros today. Okay, it uses Mario physics. Well, of course it uses Mario, like, wall kicks, but it works by New Super Mario rules. Mushroom! Course clear. Wow, I really needed one of these. Thanks. What am I watching? You're watching New Super Talon Bros, apparently. In return, I'll tell you about a secret I heard. Supposedly, there's a game with a giant egg in which you can become a criminal. What? I want to play Billy Hatcher in the giant egg. And a pair of games with climate change and time travel. What? Oh, we're talking about Oracle. Freaking climate change. They say the extras can be unlocked by connecting them on the tile screen using a certain access. What? Hey, but I can't do that on an emulator. Hey, that sucks because, like, if I was playing this on my real Nintendo 64, I could get my transfer pack that I have, my copies of Oracle Ages and Seasons that I have, and just, like, unlock them right now. Aw, man, does anybody have, like, a save file? Does anybody have a save file with it just unlocked? Oh, come on. New Super Talon Bros U. Like, this is the one thing that I could have, like, oh my god, I had this. Let me get that real quick. Yeah, the first one's probably Link's Awakening. The second one are just, like, Oracle Ages and Seasons. What was the first thing you said? There's a game that you can become a criminal. Oh, yeah, it is Link's Awakening, because you can steal the... Because you can steal and then you become a thief. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you can figure it out. See ya. It can be done with an emulator. I mean, I'm sure you can just, like, load a save file or, like, maybe enter a cheat code. Or, like, you know, some emulators have plugins with transfer packs. The emulator I'm using... Like, should I go through the trouble of trying to set up the plugin for the controller? Yeah, the emulator I'm using doesn't let me access the settings while the game is running. Let me see what happens if I stop the emulation. Oh, look, everybody knows I'm using Mupen now. Plugins, controller. Plugin, no. I'd have to, like, get a custom plugin. The regular plugin only has Memory Pack and Rumble Pack. Plan B. I'm gonna see if I can find, like, I'm gonna see if I can find, like, a save file. Want to ask him? I mean, like, I'm sure I know the way to do it. If you could ask him if he has the save file, that would be good. Hero of Law save file. Bada 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 ba 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 bada da. Let me just, like, try to see if I enter the Konami code what happens. Up up down down left right B A start. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know. If your friend doesn't get back to you now, I'm like, I could try doing it later, or try doing it with a save file. I mean, this just came out, so I don't know if anybody has a save file for it. But yeah, I guess I'll just figure it out. Like, this will take a while, and, like, it's midnight anyway, so I should be getting to bed. I guess I'll just do it on a separate stream if I can figure it out. Worst case scenario, I pop this onto my EverDrive, and I legitimately just use my transfer pack to unlock it. Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh, that's so funny. You did it, so you just get a save file. Yeah, it'd probably be more fun to do it that way, but I need to get to sleep anyway. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. For now, though, thank you for joining. Definitely got my Ace Attorney fixed for now. But Blade Vancer, if you can get me that save file at some point, that'd be nice in case I don't like bother doing it on my actual N64. But yeah, that was Hero of Law. I did it, y'all. I did it. We are going to play Deltarune again. I just cannot escape it. The game came out over a month ago for chapters 3 and 4, and I'm still going to be streaming Deltarune. Like, that's on me for not doing some stuff off stream, but really, like, yeah, more like I don't know what else to play right now before Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish Deltarune Weird Route, and I think the next thing I'm gonna stream is the Outer Wilds Echoes of the Eye DLC, because I never did that, and I want to. I really do. Outer Wilds was a fantastic game. Y'all should play it. In the chat, can we play Outer Wilds in the chat, please? Outer Wilds in the chat, please. You should play Outer Wilds. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. Zelda. I like Zelda. Zelda's a good game. Play Outer Wilds. Manoka Outer Wilds. Y'all. It's been a good time. It's been a great time. Hope you all had a good one. And yeah, we'll get more Ace Attorney someday. Capcom should do it. I swear it. Y'all have a good night. Well, excuse me, princess. Thank you, Snowmans. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for streaming. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Y'all. Everybody tell Capcom, why is Link... What? Why is that there? Oh, it couldn't have been white. Y'all, Capcom, everybody tell Capcom to make a new Mega Man game. Like, literally Mega Man 11 they said was the best-selling Mega Man of all time, and yet they did nothing with that. Make Ace Attorney 7, Capcom. You know it'll make money, please. Please, it's good IP. Because IP. Intellectual property. I need to go to sleep. Everybody have a good one. Thank you for being here. Have a good night, and I'll see you around. I don't know what else to say. Here's the raid message. Let's just, like, point left. Manoka Insomnia. Objection. Okay, that's gonna look weird because there's like an emoji from Better Twitch TV in there, but like, just to copy it and it'll be fine. Copy it and it'll be fine. All right, everybody, have a good night. We'll see you with more Deltarune. Bye bye. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. Links are in the chat for all the social media. If you have any fan art for the stream, post it to the Discord or send it to me on social media and I will put it up. And if you're going to sleep, have a good night. Stay clucky. Bye bye.